After the groundbreaking success of The Dark Knight in 2008, Warner Brothers pretty much let Christopher Nolan do whatever he wanted. And what he wanted to do was a movie about dreams starring Leonardo DiCaprio. So here is Avi's thoughts on 2010's Inception. Hi, Avi, you're up. Talk about Inception right here.
Inception is mostly is very considered about any people want to go into the dream state world. It's it's not only happened before. People want to get into dream world. It's not like a kiddies movie about a dream world, but it's mostly like a corporate espionage and spy stuff. But it's in the dream state, like a fantasy. It's almost like you're in a Matrix situation type. But it's something more like. But more like something you don't get killed about if you want to get yourself awake.
What else do you want to tell the audience about what this movie's about?
So Christopher Nolan wanted to explore the idea of people sharing a dream space that gives you the ability to access somebody's unconscious mind. What would you do? What would that be? What would that be abused for? The majority of film plot takes place in these interconnected dream worlds. This structure creates a framework where actions are the real dream world. By contrast, the world of Matrix is an authoritarian, computer-controlled one, alluding to theories of social control developed by thinkers. But it's even though sometimes it's very something about very cerebral type of movie and something about we consider about the Leonardo DiCaprio character is on the run, falsely accused about murdering his wife. But it was actually she was gone crazy. That she's part of his guilt conscious about she comes around him about for his life.
Okay.
Because she was killed about she was gone crazy about where she's going too much dreaming. Can't tell if it's reality or a dream state. If you're stuck in a slumberland, if you experience deja vu.
Okay.
But it's not like There's another movie that is inspired of the Inception. There's a Japanese anime film called Paprika, and there's an '80s movie that is underrated with Dennis Quaid called Dreamscape with Kate Capshaw.
Talk about the Japanese thing first, and then you can talk about the '80s thing second.
Paprika?
No, Japanese. You mentioned Japanese thing was first, then something else from the '80s was second. So try to mention what the Japanese part thing was about first.
The Paprika,
Yeah, if that's what the Japanese was, then yeah.
Paprika is as a Japanese anime about hold on a second, let's try to work things out. Paprika. It's based out of Paprika. Christopher Nolan is inspired from the Japanese anime from 2006 called Paprika. Some critics scholars say that Inception has many similarities between plot, scenes, and character. Paprika is about Asuka Chiba works as a scientist by day, and under the code name Paprika is a dream detective at night. Atsuka and her colleagues are working on a device called the DC Mini, which is intended to help psychiatric patients. But on the wrong hand, it could destroy people's minds. It sounds like as a device. They had a device about to make it go unconscious to get people under deep sleep, slumber when they go into other dream worlds.
Okay, and that was from the Japanese anime. And then what was the thing you said about the 1980s?
The '84, the Dreamscape.
Oh, what was what was
my dad's favorite?
What was it was one of your dad's favorites? What was Dreamscape about?
It's almost like going in people's dreams also.
Oh, okay. And how did your dad discover it? What does he like about that one?
Something about something about the rogue operative about the story about dreams. But one of them wants to go into dreams about to kill the fictional presidents when he's in sleep.
Interesting. So
it's also not like the same time as a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Not exactly the same thing as that. So outside of so it got some inspiration from the Japanese anime and from the Dreamscape of the 80s.
And the Matrix.
And of course the Matrix.
And also, the other thing about what's good about what's very ironic about the how to make people get awake is besides kicking them into the water, it has a slow motion part to make someone's awake. It's also they put up some music, French music about the Jean, by Edith Piaf.
Wait, what's going on with French music?
The French music is a wake up call.
Oh, okay.
It's something to be ready to use music synchronized kick, kick hypnic jerk, use a French song, Non Je ne regrette rien, to wake a dreamers on all three levels simultaneously. The singer is by Edith Piaf. That's a song by Edith Piaf that Marion Cotillard stars in it. La Vie en Rose.
Oh well, yeah. Well, she's a French actress.
She plays Edith Piaf in that 2007 by singing that same song.
What is that 2007 movie about?
It's a biography movie about a French singer.
Oh, about a French singer. Okay. Well, we talked a little bit about Leonardo DiCaprio and her, but there's a lot of other characters in this movie. So try now to just tell the audience now about some of the other characters.
There's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes, he's in this.
It was a manager part of research and medicine. Even it has a good part about it talked about Ellen Page, which she now calls herself Elliot Page, to know about anything about the dreams they're trained about.
Oh.
Even I like about Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he does a good action part is battle against subconscious into the hallway. They battle from the hallway from walls.
Oh yeah, that hallway scene that he's in is very memorable.
It's very practical. In fact, it's actually the room is actually spin itself.
Right. Oh, okay. Interesting.
So it's like an old Hollywood practical effect.
Nice.
And sometimes there's other thing about there's also about Elliot Page. There's Ellen Page, but she's now calling herself Elliot Page. There's a graduate student who calls herself Ariana. Graduate student of architecture is recruited to construct the various dreamscapes, like how you guys make all the from the streets that go over your head.
The whole naming stuff is a bit odd. It's a bit weird. Sounds like something similar the Matrix directors did.
Yeah, the name Ariana alludes to a princess of Greek myth, the daughter of King Minos, related to the hero Theseus by giving him the sword and the ball of strings to help him navigate the labyrinth, which was the prison of the Minotaur.
I have no idea what any of that stuff means, but okay.
It's like a name. It's like a name of personal names about just like every if you don't read a Harry Potter book series, because their names has a pun intended about what it means.
Well, for anybody that also actually likes Harry Potter, back on the original Spotify audio-only podcast in the month of March of some year, we did like a two episodes for Avi to talk all about the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, and also there's going to be rumors could be a Harry Potter TV series on HBO.
Yeah, I hear there's going to be something like that. Yeah.
And also is joining in this Tom Hardy is in it, which is actually considered his breakout role.
Yeah, but he was in like a lot of movies before this, though.
Like Star Trek Nemesis,
right?
And and also Marie Antoinette.
All kinds of stuff, yeah.
And his name is Ian. So he's a part as a master of disguises about to people.
I know you're big on the Spider-Man stuff, all kinds of Spider-Man stuff. Who do you prefer as Venom? The guy from that '70s show or Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy thing.
Yeah. The third Tom Hardy's third Venom movie just came out.
Yeah. Even but they prefer the Venom that to be Carnage about Venom versus Carnage.
That's the second one. I think that's Venom 2. Yeah.
That's what I like about
okay.
All right, too bad about it. You almost get close over to meet Tom Holland Spider-Man in the MCU, where he got himself involved in the multiverse storyline.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with all that.
Yeah, but at this time there won't be any more Sony Spider-Man universe since every movie like Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, and
they all did really poorly.
Busted. They all got busted.
Yeah. So that's a little bit all about Tom Hardy there.
Yeah, and also, but even Tom Hardy, he does all the movies that have all where being masked.
Right.
Like he plays the one who disguises himself in Inception, and he wears a mask in Bane and plays Bane in Dark Knight Rises, and Venom and plays Venom in the symbiote suits. And also, like he wears a mask in the Mad Max, the Fury Road.
Right. Yeah.
Because it looks like something he wanted to wear a mask all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He even wears the mask when he plays the air fighter in Dunkirk.
Right. Of course. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah.
And so also and there's Tom Berenger in that movie.
That's one of those older actors.
Well, he plays Robert Fisher's godfather. That fella's an executive at the Fisher's company.
Oh, okay.
Because Tom Berenger he plays in the movie Platoon.
Oh, okay. So yeah, one of those older actors from the older movies. Okay.
And so also about the. And even there's another actor, the one that talks about dreams. About there's some kind of Indian actor named Dilip Rao. About who plays Yusuf. Yeah, Roscoe Yusuf as an avant-garde pharmacologist because he used some kind of drugs that give the people dream long enough, sleep long enough, and go into one person's dream. It's like going to one level to the other to get to the source of it. And
okay.
He plays the same actor in the first Avatar, about into the dreams of the.
That reminds me. They announced recently the official subtitle for Avatar 3.
Oh.
I think it's like. Yeah, I think it's called Avatar: Fire and Ash or something.
I thought I heard of it. It's a long time about.
Yeah.
Even can't tell when they be scheduled for.
I think it's supposed to come out either December 25 or December 25th. December 25 or December 26th. It's gonna be called Avatar: Ash and Fire, or Fire and Ash, or something like along those lines.
Ash.
Yeah.
Also in the cast of his very last film was Pete Postlethwaite.
Oh.
Robert Fisher's father, who's died of cancer.
Oh, okay.
That becomes the climax about the main source of how they convince Cillian Murphy to get.
Yeah, we haven't spoken about him yet. What would you like to tell the audience about Cillian Murphy?
Because he's one of the heir of the business empire. Because he has to get more insights about telling everything about what they hear for him about to get the source about to plant the ideas.
Okay, so he
got very confused about. He got himself involved in about almost like spoiling the plan.
Okay.
And even sometimes about when Leo DiCaprio trained Ariana about at the cafe, all around them from the fruits and the bicycle get exploded.
What exploded?
At the cafe scene.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Something like
if for anybody who's never seen Inception, why do you think they should go check it out?
Because he has to do about it's like a part a good climax. It has a good practical visual effects scene about even about the stairs scene about it makes you fool about that what you call that proxy.
Okay.
It makes very illusionment in it.
Okay.
It's also a part even to make sure if you're really awake about if you're in real life, you need a totem thing about spinning tops or dice about to make sure if it's a reality or something. If it still keeps spinning, that means you're in the dreamland and you have to get yourself awake. But if it stops spinning, that means you're home.
So when that top was spinning at the last scene of the movie, when that top was spinning at the very last scene, what do you think he was going for, and at the end with that last scene like that?
It's not like at the ending of the Total Recall type, about if it's a reality or something, about make sure blue sky on Mars, if it's real or not.
So it's supposed maybe.
Because the film cuts according to credits, the ending from a shot top apparently started to show an ever so faint wobble. Invited speculation about whether the final sequence was reality or another dream. The Nolan confirmed that the ambiguity was deliberate, saying, "I've been asked a question more times than I've ever been asked any other question about any other film I've made. What's funny to me is that people really do expect me to answer it." The film script concludes with behind them on the table, the spinning top is still spinning, and we fade out. Also, I put that cut there at the end, imposing an ambiguity from outside the film that always felt the right ending to me. It always felt like an appropriate kick to me. The real point of the scene, this is what I tell people, is that Cobb isn't looking at the top. He's looking at his kids. He left it behind. That's the emotional significance of the thing. It's like he has not got much time to make sure if he made his own, because even
Did you think he reconciled with his kids?
Reunited with the kids, but he can't tell about. He hasn't come to America since he's falsely accused about killing his wife. That way, he went to the other country for a sanctuary.
We're gonna go back to him. We're gonna go back to his him, the top, and his kids in a sec. Since we're talking about that now, but back a minute ago, you spoke of Total Recall. I'm sure you already know also that there's that Running Man remake.
The last shot about that if it's Blue Sky on Mars.
No, I was gonna say the Running Man, similar to Schwarzenegger movies. The Running Man is happening as a remake with that guy from Top. Yeah, the guy from Top. He's gonna be in that Running. From Twisters and Maverick. He's gonna be in the Running Man remake.
Running Man is actually based on a novel by Richard Bachman. His real name is actually Stephen King.
That name really means Stephen King?
His pseudonym.
Oh, okay. All right, so
Richard Bachman, but AKA his actual name is Stephen King.
All right, well, most people just know Stephen King, so I don't know what the other name is, but okay. So did he? You said united. Did he reconcile with his kids at the end? And like, what happened?
If it doesn't focus about the spinning top, about it just.
You were saying the spinning top means like one of two things. What does the top mean when it does or doesn't do stuff?
It's a totem to make sure. If it still keeps spinning, that means if you're still in the dream, you're still in a very twisted way. You're actually stuck in the dreamland again.
Okay. All right.
Also, it sounds like you don't know about it hasn't got much time. It's not like you watch M. Night Shyamalan movie. Every movie ends with a twist. That's not what it is.
He's actually had some movies that don't have any twist in it, but yeah, most of them do.
Because even the movie has also about Nolan could have a good philosophical dialogue about the themes, the themes of reality of dreams and the philosophical the methods.
Oh, okay. Did we talk about the Japanese actor yet?
Oh yeah, Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, talk about him for a bit.
That's Christopher Nolan in Batman Begins.
Batman Begins, a fake, not real.
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe do Batman Begins 20th anniversary.
And Ken Watanabe, do you know he's in with Tom Cruise in the Last Samurai?
Yes, he was with Tom Cruise in the 2003 The Last Samurai as well. Yes.
Yeah, and also sometimes and also sometimes it's about it gives sort of a businessman. It's the first time in the very beginning they went to steal his stuff. Let's see, I forgot to see. There's a Japanese business employees cop for a team's mission, and the first thing they stole it from him. About the other time it was the person cop's ability to lay multiple dreams within each other. It sounds like at first he took something from the Saito, but then Saito recruits him. It's very hard to understand. Your dream within a dream type of movie.
Right, exactly, right. Okay.
That's where everything. Sometimes if you're your team will be an architect. Also, what I like about you need to create dreams. You need to hire an architect. It's like something about it's like a factory of dreams or something.
Okay.
And that way, even I like about they have something the building design and they have a good camera working. Like it's all steady cam.
Okay, that's interesting about the camera work. Okay.
So then we read the trivia thing about
Sure.
Inspired as this movie extensive surreal effect sequence, the majority of visual effects throughout the movie, such as the Penrose stairs, rotating hallway, mountain avalanche, and the zero gravity sequences, were created through the practical methods, not through the use of computer graphics imagery. This movie only has around 500 visual effects shots, as opposed to most other visual effects epics, which can have upwards of 2,000 visual effect shots. Also, I like about the movie is that it gives the timing, good enough timing moments about how the Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the elevator scene about tie up, and just for they have a big everything come down crashing down together. The all together when the cars, even when the one person is driving the van and then they has to avoid the fight the conscious. And that's when they about to swerve off into the bridge, it goes very slow motion. It's like a time elapse about giving up time before in the other people's dream about. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt had to tie up the people, or he could be in the elevator or something, and it's like it all come crashing together.
That was a well done scene you described right there.
Yeah, and also like in the interview. So, in the interview with Entertainment Weekly, writer, producer, director Sir Christopher Nolan explained that the base roles of the Inception team, similar to roles that are used in filmmaking, Cobb is a director, Arthur is a producer, Ariana is a production designer, Eames is an actor, Saito is a studio, and Fisher is the audience. So in trying to write a team-based creative process, I wrote the one I know, said Nolan. It's like a whole movie. It's like all dreams, like a behind the scenes moments, behind the dreams or behind the dreams.
Yeah, exactly. Do you see in the notes of those pages there anything about how it did at the box office?
It made like a fourth highest grossing. It's a fourth highest grossing about.
Wait, was it the fourth highest grossing movie of 2010?
The fourth highest gross, number 4.
Of 2010?
2010.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. Okay.
The actual highest grossing movie is Toy Story 3.
Oh, don't get me started on that. They're needlessly extrally doing a Toy Story 5.
No, not to mention a spin-off they already did about Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, we don't need all that. That's extra. Okay, that's about Toy Story.
The spin-off of the deal with the Ducky and the Bunny is voiced by Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Key and Peele team.
Okay. So it got the fourth rated ranking of box office from 2010. Okay.
When explaining why he thinks that implanting idea is not possible, author says, "Don't think about elephants. To actually make Saito think of them as thus insert an idea to his mind."
Okay.
And the line is a reference to the title of the famous cognitive semantics book, "Don't Think of an Elephant" by George Lakoff. The book describes conceptual framing, the use of certain words to insert certain ideas about the subject into the listener's mind surreptitiously, implanting the idea that taxes are a bad thing by using the phrase tax relief.
Okay.
And thus also, Kate Winslet was approached for the role of Mal, but turned out decided that she shouldn't see herself as a character. If she had been cast, it would be a third collaboration with Leonardo DiCaprio, with whom she previously starred in Titanic and Revolutionary Road.
Right. Instead, she did do one of those avatars, though, I think.
Yeah. And also, I like about the movie, it has a good music score by Hans Zimmer.
You can never go wrong with musical scores by Hans Zimmer, for sure.
Yeah, like something about the dreams of collapsing parts. Or at the very beginning, everything about the dreams about the broke apart.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and there's also the movie's runtime, 2 hours and 28 minutes. It's a reference to the original length of Edith Piaf's song "Non Jeune Guyon."
I'm sorry. How long was the runtime again?
2 hours and 28 minutes.
Oh, that's pretty long. Okay.
Either it's a good time, a long enough moment, but how long is the first sleeping moment is they are on the plane. About it's good timing. How far is it from where the country goes all the way to America? It's like imagine how it's a runtime about when you have enough time to go for the heist.
Okay.
Yusuf is the Arabic form of Joseph, the biblical figure of the Genesis 37:50, who had the gift of interpreting dreams. He was sold out by his brothers to slavery. Through his gift of dream interpretation, he helped Pharaoh to prepare for the disaster of the 7 lean years, and was rewarded as a result. The same story is also told in the Quran. So that's why I talk about that. We talk about this in this Torah Parsha.
Yeah, try to explain how the Torah Parsha of Joseph could be connected to this movie.
because the one character's name is in Arabic Yusuf.
Joseph, yeah, Joseph.
Because Joseph's the one that interpreted dreams.
Right.
The first about
Yeah.
what led him the soul him away from his brothers, but he talks about his dreams about he could rule over his brothers. But
Right, exactly. Exactly. Before we get too more into all that, if anybody's into the Bible, after Inception, we're covering the 1956 classic, The Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the Joseph story and Inception.
Right. Mary Cotillard's character is named Mal, which is short for Mallory, a name derived from the French word malheur, M-A-L-H-E-U-R, meaning misfortune or unhappiness. The shorter version Mal means wrong, bad, or evil when a noun in French, as well as some of the other Latin-based languages. But years after appearing in this movie, Marion Cotillard appeared in the French movie From Land on the Moon, whose original title is Mal de Pierre, Stone Pain to Stone Ache.
Okay.
And those other actors in Inception later works with Christopher Nolan in Dark Knight Rises, like Marion Cotillard, Tom Hardy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Cillian Murphy, and Michael Caine.
Yes, all of them. Yeah, all of them are in both movies. Yeah.
All they're like reprise a role, but it's like a superhero.
Yeah, and then like whatchamacallit, like the Warner Brothers was originally trying to get Leonardo DiCaprio to play the Riddler, but thankfully Nolan said no, we're going with Bane, and then that's how Tom Hardy plays Bane.
Yeah. When Cobb and Miles are first shown, Cobb mentions extradition between France and the United States is a bureaucratic nightmare. In Catch Me If You Can, Leonardo DiCaprio character is arrested in France and later extradited to the United States.
Oh, okay. That's connecting to that other movie, all right.
Right. And so Christopher Nolan said one of the inspiration for the film was his sleep patterns as a college student. His school offers free breakfast until 9 a.m. So Nolan would often go to bed very late, force himself to awaken for the free breakfast, and then fall back to sleep, at which point he found himself in the sea of lucid dreaming and awareness that he was dreaming. I would experiment with trying to control a dream. He said, calling it the superpower.
Okay.
Because even if you watch Justice League, not the Zack Snyder, but DC animated universe from 2001 to 2005, one villain of a super DC villain to control the dreams that looks like based on Skeletor type.
Oh, okay. Did you see the teaser?
episode about the trap people's in the dreams.
Oh, okay. Did you see the teaser trailer for the new Superman movie?
Yeah, that's like it's like another reboot to all of a sudden. Even they have Nathan Fillion play as a Green Lantern moment.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll see how that does.
Well, hopefully it works. Even they have the rock and roll version of John Williams music of
Oh, yeah, John Williams music is, similar to the whole Hans Zimmer thing. Sure.
Yeah. And also about so the barrel chairs in Saito's dining room were designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1937 for ring spreads. The Herbert Johnson House in Wisconsin. Saito sits at the head of the table in a copy of Willow Chair designed by Charles Rene Mackintosh in 1903. This further plays on the architect theme that is prevalent throughout the movie.
Okay.
Early in this movie, during Mal and Cobb's conversation in the room with Saito's estates, Mal comments on a painting in the background. Cobb replies saying that Saito is partial to post-war British painters. This is referring to the artist Francis Bacon. The painting, the study for head of George Dyer, is of his late lover, whom he painted long after Dyer's death to perpetuate his memory. It's just like about Cobb has felt regret about his wife. He still have his some of personal use of it to remember her about either that Ariana has kept a look into his personal life. It's like a 2 stars, it's like something like a tense situation between two women about until Cobb interfered about warns her not to go with his personal life.
Okay.
Like personal demon.
Oh, okay.
And also about James Franco was in talks as writer, producer, director, Sir Christopher Nolan to play Arthur, but was ultimately unavailable due to scheduling conflicts.
Okay.
This movie, the characters are from 5 different continents across the globe, performing a major heist. Cobb, Arthur, and Mal are from the U.S., North America. Cobb fetches Ariadne from Paris, Europe, France. Europe. Ames and Yosef are from Mombasa, Africa. Also, I like the Africa chase sequence. About it's another dream state already. Like going through the alleyway. It feels like he's crushing cops.
Yeah, talk a bit about that. Talk a bit about that sequence right there.
It's a good thing about the sequence about we recorded Eames. You have the Tom Hardy parts about. He has to deal with that chase with all the conscious about even with Hans Zimmer music or something like very picking up the pace about even they have to go through the alleyway if it's a dream that the walls are crushing him.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
The two mirror scene with a drastic effect on a bridge in Paris is a reference to 2 other movies, also directed by Christopher Nolan, Memento and Doodlebug.
I'm sorry, what was the one after Memento?
Doodlebug, some kind of short film.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. Okay.
You know, something about this, the painting that Mal stares at the sightless dream greatly resembles the work done by Francis Bacon. Sir Christopher Nolan and Heath Ledger used Bacon's artwork as a visual reference for the character of Joker in The Dark Knight.
Yeah, for sure.
And also let's see what else. There's
Is this still all Wait, is this still all trivia?
All trivia, yeah.
I mean, the trivias can go on forever and ever. How about some quotes?
Right. It's getting there, what is the most resilient parasite? Bacteria, a virus, an intestinal worm? An idea, resilient, highly contagious. Once an idea has taken hold of a brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate. An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks right in there somewhere. The idea about it's like a heist movie inside the personal dreams. I thought it'd be like, what if there'd be alternate Goonies versions, but instead of finding treasure hunting, it's like going to people's dream state.
Oh, interesting comparison.
It's like we have a group team, best team members who want to go out to hold on together.
Avi and I talked about the Goonies back in the original Spotify audio-only podcast, if anybody wants to go check that out.
Right. Ames shows up while Arthur is in the gunfight. You must be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling. And he pulls out the grenade launcher. Because you know how many they had to battle the conscious with the small guns. But Ames, Tom Hardy shows up with a grenade launcher.
Right, I remember that. I remember the scene you're describing, yeah.
Right. It wouldn't be 747. Why is that? Because in 747, the pilot's up top, and the first class of the cabin's in the nose, so no one would walk through. But you have to buy out the entire cabin, and the first class flight attendants about the airline. Everybody turns to stare at him. Saito just shrugs. It seems neater. And so that they had to buy the plane. They had to go on a very long flight. They had given enough time for it.
Oh, okay.
And that's a very situation. The later Christopher Nolan later movie Tenet talk about the plane thing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, I just saw Tenet the one time. I didn't care for it that much.
Well, Tenet is about some time traveling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ariana, what's happening? Your subconscious looking at for the dreamer. Me. Quick, give me a kiss. She kisses him and then looks around. They're still looking at us. Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Right.
It's also you don't want to be if you're inside dreams about the conscious knows you're not one of them. Just like a Morpheus teach Neo about if you're not one of us, you're one of them.
That was a good
Look at the woman in red dress. Look at the woman in red dress scene. Yeah?
Right, Morpheus in red dress. Yeah, that's the first Matrix. But the fourth, in my opinion, the fourth movie is absolutely trash, garbage.
I know, but now they say they're in development making the fifth Matrix.
Well, hopefully the fifth one's better than the fourth one.
Right. She locked away as a secret, deep inside herself. something she once knew to be true, but chose to forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget that Christopher Nolan is a big fan of the James Bond series. So in his,
Because that's what that's the ambulance scene about.
Yeah.
Because the one scene that inspired one James Bond on Her Majesty's Secret
Right,
Service is
exactly.
about the one about the skiing moment.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to go for. Yeah.
Because I thought that for James Bond, I thought it'd be look like if it's Christopher Nolan would be like a next Spielberg moment. If it's like if it does some Indiana Jones moments, like some action moments.
Yeah, nothing can replace Indiana Jones, but yeah.
And something like
No, just to keep this current, if anybody's made it this far, offline, you and I were talking about how Chris Nolan's next movie is going to be in regards to the Odyssey thing.
like you ever seen a movie called Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
With George Clooney. And
Yeah, I know he's in it. I never watched it, but I've heard of the movie.
The whole setting is the setting is like the Odyssey moments.
Oh, it has same. Okay, interesting moments, similar. Okay.
Okay, more quotes about we'd be together forever. You promised me. I know, but we can't. And I'm sorry. You remember when you asked me to marry you? You said you dreamt that we'd grow old together, but we did. You don't remember. I miss you more than I can bear, but we had our time together. But I have to let go. I have to let you go.
Now, at the end of the movie, did the French actress Marion Cotillard at the end of the movie did she self-delete herself?
Well, that's where the Ariana convinced the cop that she's not real about the one because even that she's been falling around in his head about the.
So then what exactly happens to her at the end?
Well, now that Ariana had to shot her to make sure about so that way it's time to let go of his regrets about the way she has to run time about why he's left behind to give her one last moment with her.
Okay. And who does Michael Caine play in this?
He plays some kind of professor thing.
Okay, because I know he's like in the majority of Nolan's movies.
Yeah, mainly for Dark Knight trilogy
Yeah.
and also Prestige. Do you ever see Prestige?
I've seen the Prestige once.
Because he even has Scarlett Johansson. It's mostly about magic show. That's also one of the only dad's favorite of the Christopher Nolan movie.
I'm sorry, what was your dad's favorite?
The Prestige.
Oh, the Prestige from 2006. Okay.
And also he likes Dunkirk.
Oh, and Dunkirk. Okay.
Too bad he didn't get to see the movie Oppenheimer.
I just thought it was interesting that Oppenheimer was actually his first R-rated movie since Insomnia.
Well, actually, since the one with Insomnia.
Yeah. Oppenheimer was his first R-rated movie since Insomnia. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's also about Ian. I'm impressed with your conversation, as always. It's much appreciated, Arthur. Thank you.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, but more about Venom. You know if you ever play a Sony Spider-Man video game like PlayStation, you know the Marvel Spider-Man 2, the recent one for last year, is the Venom is voiced by the late Tony Todd.
Oh yeah, I saw he recently passed away. Yeah.
Because sometimes if you like the video game version about to do with the Venom symbiote.
Oh, okay, he was mostly known for those horror movies.
Like Candyman.
Yeah, that stuff.
And you've seen the movie The Rock.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes he plays a villainous role. He also plays in Platoon also.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning about Platoon earlier.
But and also and Tony Todd is last time he does voice acting about last month, early last month, is a video game of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for Xbox.
Oh, okay. That was a video game. The fifth movie was not.
I know, but
yeah.
But even though the video. But
oh, speaking of Harrison Ford, he's going to be like a Red Hulk in the next Captain America.
Captain America part.
Yeah.
Because he also played in this movie. He has to replace William Hurt about the.
Yeah, because William Hurt had passed away. Yeah.
That way he has to be recast.
Yeah, exactly. Right, the recasting of that. Yeah.
Okay. Inception. Now, before you bother telling me it's impossible. No, it's perfectly possible. It's just bloody difficult.
Yeah.
right? Sitting on the edge of the car, but I'm asking you to take a leap of faith. No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't do that. Take a second. Think about our children. Think about James. Think about Philippa now. If I go without you, they'll take them away anyways. Anyways, what does that mean? I filed a letter with our attorney explaining how I fear for my safety. Have you threatened to kill me? Why did you do that? I love you, Dom. Why did you do that? I freed you from the guilt of choosing to leave them. We're going to come home to our real children. No, Mel, listen to me, all right? No, look at me, Mel, please. You're waiting for a train. Mel, don't do this. A train that will take you away, far away. James Slipper are waiting. You know where you hope is this train will take you. They're waiting for us, but you can't know for sure. Now look at me. It doesn't matter. God damn, because you'll be together, sweetheart. Look at me, Joseph. Now that's a part of the suicide moment.
Oh wow!
She thought about it. She's got a little up shovel that was just disheveled because he thought that.
So does she kill herself or no?
Yeah, because he doesn't know if it's a dream or something about the.
Okay. Okay, before you continue, I just want to let you know we're just now at this point at a little over 41 minutes. Just run time. We're a little over 41 minutes. So, what else do you think the audience should know about Inception that you think might make them want to go check it out if they've never seen it?
Something about besides about personal dreams of Mal, because there's a big clue about so what to know about Mal's personal dream, like the trains running through the traffic. It turns out it's part of his dream about how the Mal and Cobb are been running over by a train, and also about the under the bridge thing about for the mirror parts about reminds Cobb about how they first met Mal. It's like all the conscious are surrounding them.
So there's like a bunch of scenes that you think everybody should check out.
Yeah, and also I like to check out this because he has to go to when he lost one of their members. He has to go to his own personal dream world.
Okay.
It's just like every time I like about dreams, so like even about Joseph's story about dreams, I like to know my personal dreams that keeps popping in my head about even I know about dreams that to remember my dad about if he's still alive.
Do you sometimes have dreams about your dad?
Sometimes, one time I tell my mom about. I always have I always woke up early in the morning I find my dad in the living room playing games with my mom about we have a good time listening to classical music on the player.
That's nice. Yeah, I like classical music.
Yeah, even sometimes I dream also about something about there's a music keeps popping in my head.
What kind of music in your head?
Like a earworm thing about pop music that's something very creative.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Even also I dream about something that doesn't happen but it becomes real, like a deja vu.
Okay. Oh yeah, the deja vu is in the first Matrix.
I know, not to mention deja vu, the Denzel Washington.
Oh, and that's all. Yes, it's also a Denzel Washington movie. He's like a main character role in Gladiator 2.
Yeah, the part about even I don't know if he plays the African Caesar part.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, and he also stated in an online thing came out that said that he's interested in doing Equalizers 4 and 5.
Well, even that these about 8 more few films about he has to do he has a plan to retire or something. Even he says he's in his early
70s. He did the Gladiator 2.
Also, rumor says he's gonna be playing the Marvel. He's going to join the Marvel films, the upcoming Black Panther.
I saw that too. Yeah, it was also reported that'll be in the third Black Panther.
Part of the superhero movie.
Apparently, he's going to be in Black Panther 3. Apparently, Black Panther 3.
More about dreams. Do you know about there's a movie called Virtuosity?
I heard of it. Yeah, I saw parts of that. I heard of it. Yeah, I've seen it.
It's almost like before the Matrix. It's before the Matrix part and Inception.
Well, wasn't that the one where isn't that the one where Russell Crowe and Denzel Washington, where Russell Crowe's the bad computer virtual guy, and then Denzel's the cop, and then they reverse it when they're in the other movie together, 2007. Yeah. It's like in one movie The other guy's the bad guy, and then the other one they reverse it. It's interesting. Yeah, so he's in Gladiator 2. Is, like you said, going to be in, I believe, Black Panther 3, and is willing to do an Equalizer 4 and 5.
Not to mention they already did a TV reboot with Queen Latifah.
Oh yeah, the TV things, yeah.
Because the Equalizer is actually based on the '80s show called The Equalizer. With,
based off that show, and he's the Equalizer, yeah. We just about reached about 45 minutes in now. So, what are your concluding wrap up thoughts on Inception?
If you have any dreams about what you have most, better write something down in your notebook and draw something to know what you have in most personal things. It's very psychological.
For sure, write them down if you think of write them down. Yeah, for sure.
Don't think about anything that's related to from the movies that you keep repeatedly watching that keeps coming back to you.
Wait, what was that last part?
Because even when I was young, I had a dream about some person pupil gets shrunken, and then it turns to the head that turns like a carrot, the vegetable head.
Oh, okay.
That's the way to describe something like something in dreams that is very puppetry moments.
Oh, okay.
Right, and also and then also give enough time to say about that you had some dreams about talk with your family members privately about know what's very important about your dreams. Something you can ask, something you need to something very symbolized.
I'm sorry, what were you saying with that last part there?
Something ask someone your personal dreams about for your parents or your siblings, your friends about. You can tell about what's happening, your personal situation that what it means to symbolize.
Okay. All right. What would you how would you grade this movie? Like what?
A plus.
You said A plus?
It's the best movie ever.
Wow, that's really high. A high rating there. Wow. Okay. Sure. Wow. Oh, you were talking about Chris Nolan and Dark Knight Rises. It's a shame because Robin Williams, who was in Insomnia, I thought since he was in Insomnia, directed by Chris Nolan, it was kind of missed opportunity that Robin Williams was never in Dark Knight Rises.
Even he was so close to playing the villain in the Batman Forever.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because they gypped him off in Batman Forever for Jim Carrey, he should have been somehow in Dark Knight Rises instead. Yeah. Since he worked with Nolan in Insomnia, but yeah.
But even for Riddler, about the rejected Riddler in the Dark Knight Rises, well, they have the new version of Riddler that Matt Reeves the Batman, but this one is not. It's different than any other Riddler. But this
he's more like a serial killer in that one.
Zodiac killer.
Yeah, like a Zodiac serial killer. Oh, and for anybody that's fans, I'm sure you've already heard his Matt Reeves Batman 2 is not coming out now until October of 2027.
But hopefully everyone enjoyed the HBO limited series of the Penguin.
Yeah, a lot of people are liking that Penguin movie. Yeah, for sure. All right, we just reached 48 minutes in. So any concluding final things you want to say about Inception before we start to wrap this up?
Just make sure to get some kicks of it by playing the music.
The music is very important to a lot of the movie scenes. Yeah. All right. If you guys enjoyed this about Inception, in the next episode, Avi and I are going to be talking about the classic 1956 movie, The Ten Commandments. There's
other movies that have to do with the Moses story, like The Prince of Egypt, the DreamWorks animation.
The Prince of Egypt from Dream. That was very well done. Yeah.
The one with the Ridley Scott was Christian Bale.
Not so much on that one.
They did do justice of the Bible.
Yeah. The Christian Bale one, not so much, but the Prince of Egypt animated thing, that was pretty good.
Yeah, even despite this a musical moment.
Yeah.
The music behind the Prince of Egypt is the same composer who did the Wicked.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of which, even though I'm not a Wicked fan, for the Wicked that came out in November, everybody, next year, the Wicked 2 comes out, Wicked sequel. What was it called again?
Wicked's for Good.
It's going to be called Wicked for Good, coming out next year.
It's covered the second act.
Yeah, part 2 of that. The second one, Wicked something good next coming in next.
For good.
For good,
Name
next
one
one.
of the songs of the musical.
Yeah, my aunt wanted to see Wicked, but she missed it in theaters, so maybe she'll try to catch a home release of it.
Like even sometimes I show it to my mama. Mama takes our friend Paula because she wants to see the movie that takes place in Wizard of Oz moments.
Oh yeah, for sure. The Wizard of Oz moments, right? For sure. All right, everybody.
I let mom to join in because we love the fan of the Jeff Goldblum part.
Oh yeah, Jeff Goldblum. He's been in a lot of stuff. All right. Very good, very good. Nice deep dive into Inception. We'll be talking about the Ten Commandments next. Support your local movie theater throughout the decade of the 2030s, which is now only 5 years away, because we want to see, with a bunch of strangers, an incredible experience on the big silver screen. Why? Because streaming movies online at home is just not the same thing at all. Everybody dance and have a good time. This is friend and co-host Avi and Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC, signing out. To the next time, we're going to go right into the Ten Commandments, 1956. All right. Thanks for coming on. You talked about a lot today, Avi. That was great.
We finally get together about
yeah, finally.
Say more movies and ideas after Ten Commandments to find out which one's the next movie idea.
Well, you can think about that, and maybe we'll pick something out.
Maybe something like, do you ever see Darkman?
I've seen parts of it, but I never got really into it.
You know, Liam Neeson and Francis McDormand.
Yeah, I know. I've seen parts of it. Never got too into it, but okay. All right.
Also, one more thing: the last scene of that Darkman has Bruce Campbell cameo.
Has who in a cameo at the end?
Bruce Campbell.
Oh yeah, you like him. You like your Bruce Campbell. Yeah.
He makes appearance at a non-speaking role as a Darkman Final Disguises.
Right, I got you. Yeah, I've seen parts of it. Never got too into all that. Okay. So, everybody dance and have a good time. This is friend and co-host Avi and Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC, signing out. So we're going to be talking about the Ten Commandments next. Thanks for coming on tonight.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy New Year.
Happy Secular New Year 2025, everyone. 2025.
That's 40 years in 1985 for Back to the Future.
Yeah, I was thinking we could do a 20th anniversary of Batman Begins and a 40th anniversary of Back to the Future.
Right. Or do you ever see, there's other movies that 85, besides we did the Goonies, you ever seen the movie The Color Purple? Anyone remembers The Color Purple? I
never got into The Color Purple. I know they remade it recently, but no, I never got...
Musical version, and they did a musical version of it.
Yeah, I never got into The Color Purple, but, we did the thing...
Spielberg's first dramatic film.
Right, exactly, dramatic, yeah. Well, we did the Goonies, and I would love to revisit Batman Begins and Back to the Future for their anniversaries.
Right. Or maybe something about do you want to review... you don't want to review about the War of the Worlds thing, yeah? War
of the Worlds, I only saw one time. I never got too into it, but I'm glad.
We did a review about the podcast of a 40-year-old virgin.
Did we? I think we did.
2005. It's
I gotta check. I gotta check our archives to see if we did that. I think we did that, but maybe we could redo that for maybe the 20th anniversary.
All right.
Because that's gonna turn 20. Yeah, the 40-year-old virgin is gonna turn 20 this year, I think. I think we did it on a podcast, on the original podcast, but we could revisit that possibly as well.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. See you around.
All right, see you around. Have a good night.